Moses joined me on the desk, and the Lloydminster Vandals having quite the season last year. They were champs and now looking to continue that success on the gridiron.
But it's so hard to improve on perfection. They went 9-0 last year en route to their first ever national championship. But as Matt Schumont will tell us, 2013 is a little different for the green and black.
Last season couldn't have gone any better for the Lloydminster Vandals. A perfect 9-0 record where they outscored their opposition 388 to 114, including shutting out the other team's offense 3 times. This year, though, we'll see many new faces as the majority of last year's team have walked out on top.
The guys that we did lose were important parts of the team for the past 5 years. They were, a lot of them were starters, so we're filling the shoes with a lot of young guys. We have a lot more local guys on our team again this year.
One of the biggest spots that was left open was at the quarterback position, as Jared Velo and his 1,200 passing yards and 400 plus rushing yards has been replaced by rookie QB Eli Edsvik.
He's a big kid, he's got a strong arm, and he's smart, he's dedicated, he's been to every practice. He doesn't, he's definitely looking to be our leader this year.
Just, play well and work hard in practice and get everybody on the same page and go out there and play on Saturdays.
With over half the team gone, the Vandals know going into the season it will be about rebuilding for the future, but at the same time know they have a team that can finish the regular season in the top half of the standings.
We're not going to be the powerhouse that we have been the past 5 years. We would show up on game day and we would hand it to teams pretty easily, so we're going to have our work cut out for us.
The Green and Black open the 2013 season this Saturday when they entertain their rivals, the Calgary Wolfpack. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock at Armstrong Field. Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
The Lloydminster Red Dogs are top dogs of the Capital District Minor Football Association for the 2nd year in a row. Last night, they handed out the hardware and looked back at a memorable 2013 season.
The Red Dogs Awards banquet was a chance for the coaching staff and players to huddle one last time and look back at their impressive season.
Andrew Kaufis against the Raiders. He's always been a good player, but that game he just shone like no other. It was awesome. 3 touchdowns on the day. It was just out of nowhere. No one was expecting it. We were kind of just like, yeah, another football game. But then he came out of nowhere and completely destroyed. And I was like, oh, you can play football.
2 key moments of the season. One was a punt return by Granham against Battle River when we were winning by 2 points, I believe at the time. He went 95 yards for a touchdown. And the other was the championship game when they had the ball. The Raiders had they had first and goal on our 1. And our defense forced them back for negative yardage on the first 2 downs, and then picked off the ball on 3rd down, and that sealed the championship for us.
The defense was led by linebacker Jordan McCormick, who took the award for Outstanding Defensive Player, and Jordan Spironis, who took co-honors with Stefan Richard for Top D lineman. But it was not just the front 7 that got the job done. The defensive secondary was impressive, not allowing a passing touchdown for 2 straight seasons.
That's probably got to be one of the biggest feats for me. I mean, I take pride in my one-on-one coverage. That's my #1 thing. I like that. That's what I do best, and just that's we successfully got it done these last 2 years.
Andrew Kalfas took the Most Outstanding Offensive Player award, while Donovan Granham took the Most Valuable Player honors. It was an emotional time for both coach and player. Rod has coached Donovan since his Bantam days.
He's been like a second father. He's such a good coach. He's taught me everything. He taught me how to play the game of football. He's one of the best guys I know.
The kid was an amazing football player from the start. It's been a privilege for me to be able to mold him. And it's going to be tough to see him go, but maybe we'll see him back helping out coaching in a year or 2.
Donovan and Braden are 2 of 17 players that have played their final game as a Red Dog. Both look back with fond memories.
Winning is always fun, but building a family is what it's all about for me. Like, football is a family game. The team becomes a family. It's a brotherhood. That's the best part, is meeting the new guys and becoming brothers.
A lot of guys that I got along well together with, and just a great team. They're always there standing up for you, and they got your back for anything.
It's been a privilege, like I said, in the banquet to watch them grow up and become good young men. And like I said, our motto on our program, and what I say to everyone that'll listen, is we're not just building great football players, we're building better citizens.
And some more award winners to tell you about: Liam Haywood, Mason Moore, Brendan Ulsifer, and Eric Mahe. Congratulations to you all who won awards at last night's banquet. The 2013 Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association season kicks off this weekend in North Battleford, and so does the CPCA coverage. Every Friday, Kyle Gallagher will take you inside the CPCA, and this week we focus on the reigning champion, Vern Nolan.
The horn, and quick start. Bob Jack shooting out at Vern Nolan. He went wide on that two-barrel after a good start.
He's the only driver in history to finish as the year-end high point driver, championship dash winner, and the aggregate champion in a single season. The CPCA Triple Crown. Vern Nolan did something no one else ever had in 2012, leading to speculation he would jump ship to the World Professional Chuck Wagon Association for 2013. But the 40-year-old is back for another year in the CPCA.
Just some personal issues and stuff, and it just wasn't the right time to move this year. I'm still considering it maybe down the road.
A call from marketing manager Brian Hebson helped persuade Nolan to stay.
He phoned me early, on when he heard I was going over there, and he's like, "What? How are we going to stop guys from going over there? What's it going to take to stay here?" And we talked to quite a number of things, and they come through with flying colors. I think it's the place to be right now.
Vern has represented the association both at the Calgary Stampede and the CPCA very well, and so it's great to keep him here. We want to continue to build our association, so it's an association that people feel pride being a part of, that the awards that they receive, they're prestigious awards.
Despite a banner year in 2012, the man from Rapid View, Saskatchewan still has a lot he wants to accomplish.
I got 2 Canadian championships now. I would like the 3rd one, and then I'll be kind of satisfied with that. But I want to win the Calgary Stampede before I'm done here.
The Nolan Racing Team starts the defense of its championship this weekend in North Battleford.
But it's a nice track for the first show. It's not real long. These horses are just, they're in shape, but they haven't done any running yet, or a bunch of running other than training, and it's a perfect track for the first shows.
Even the best make changes in the off-season. Nolan broke in 7 new horses this spring and brought 2 of them with him this weekend.
Every year we bring in new horses. It's just part of the process. You gotta replace your slow ones, and there's always a slow horse on the outfit.
And while some things change, others stay the same. Bob Jack Sheet Metal is back as Nolan's sponsor for the 11th season.
They back me 100%. I've been successful in the sport because of a great sponsor. And this winter they built a new wagon for me, and they're always doing something, helping me get new horses in the barn and stuff like that. So they're key to this operation.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap Sports.
From the racetrack to the Ball Diamond in the NSRBL, the Border City Blue Jays were looking for their first win of the season, or at least a run for that matter, after getting shut out in their season opener. They would get a shutout this time, taking on the Lloydminster Midgets. They would win 11-1, improving to 1-1. Another Lloyd team in action, the Midwest Expos fall for the 2nd straight game, 9-4 to Meadow Lake. The Wilkie Brewers were never in doubt against the Flyers, 11-3. That was the final. The lone game on tap in the NSRBL, the Blue Jays playing their 2nd of a back-to-back tonight